Okay, we're going to talk today about the multi-level marketing industry. And a lot of times I have people who say, well, I had a friend that got into that, and Mark, they went broke. Well, let's talk a little bit about broke, because broke with MLM, okay, is not really going to change anything. If you have broke people thinking, multi-level marketing can never fix that, okay? Multi-level marketing can help you create some income, but if your understanding is wrong about income, then we're going to have trouble and we're going to struggle for a long time. So what I've prepared today is I put a little slide together, and I'm using a person on this slide. I'm going to call him John for this illustration, but this is what I find in my company is I have a lot of Johns, okay? And we're going to pull this up real quick. I'll slap this right here. Okay. Now, John makes $2,000 on average per month, okay? But this is sort of like what John's bills look like. John has a $500 car payment. Understand, you have to have insurance. It's illegal to drive without it. So that's $150 for car insurance. By the way, I'm being lenient. Usually it's a lot more than that, but it's $150 in this particular scenario. His rent or house payment is $700. His utility bills are around $200. And again, we live here in Michigan, so that's going to be increasing here shortly. His cell phone bill is $100. His cable bill is $100. And he puts about $200 a month in the tank for gas. So what we have left over is John has a scenario where he has $50 in his slush fund per month. Now, if you notice, we haven't even got a grocery bill for Mr. John here. He doesn't even have groceries yet, okay? So hopefully somehow he can manage to live on ramen noodles, okay? Not probably a good idea, because John's first understanding is if he's ever going to live a well-rounded life, most of his money, probably half his income, should be spent on his food, because this is where you live. So you need to spend lots of money on high-quality nutrition. However, John's living in a world where he went to our 13-year stinking thinking education system to understand that this is how he's got to live. Now, if you don't think it's our education system, well, then why is 95% of the planet living like John? Okay, we're educated to believe that we have to owe money to everybody. Trust me, I see it all the time. Me and my wife live a very good lifestyle. We have lots of money in our bank accounts. We have lots of money available. The people we bring into our company, my gosh, they're a train wreck waiting to happen. They have no money. They look like this. All right? So let's take a look at what we could do to maybe help John out. Number one, John, get rid of your car. Okay? Get a cheaper car. Maybe get a car you can put on PLPD insurance. Get that insurance cost down. Okay? Quit living the dream, because you're not making any money to be living a dream anyways. Okay? So interestingly enough, that's the first thing I would do with John's thing, is to change this scenario here. Number two, John, if you're only making $2,000 a month, maybe you shouldn't live alone. Maybe get like a renter or live with somebody, or so basically to split this up a little bit. Maybe get somebody to help you with that. The utility bills, those you really can't do too much about. If you turn your lights on or turn your heater on, you're going to get those. I might do something with the cell phone. Because I'm going to ask you really honestly, do you need the cell phone you have today? Okay, seriously, could you get by with the one that rings and you can answer it? Absolutely, but we need the ones that you can land the space shuttle with. Probably not something that John needs, because John doesn't have the money for that, okay? You do not need a cell phone that does everything, all right? Because you're not making enough money to own or even desire or need one of those right now anyways. You just get a doggone phone call. Who cares? Okay, at making $2,000 a month, you're not a president of anything or anybody, so you do not need a fancy cell phone. So get the $39 cell phone, call it good, just get the one you can answer, it's all fine, okay? Cable bill. Never should you have a cable bill if you're in this category. Matter of fact, I don't think you should have a cable bill ever, because the only thing on cable is stuff keeping you stupid, okay? End of story, dead stupid. You want to be stupid, watch cable. Nothing on there is going to enrich your life or give you information or wisdom, as far as I'm concerned. If you need that, go to the library or go rent some videos that actually will increase your noggin here and give you some knowledge and get that income up, okay? And then your gas, there's really nothing I can do about that. Gas prices are just going out of control all the time. So what you've got to understand is, until John gets this under control, I don't care if you change this figure to 4,000, and then you go to 6,000, and then you go to 10,000, it'll always be the same, because John learned how to spend more money than he makes. And doesn't matter how much money you give him, his brain will automatically spend all the money, and he'll be broke again. So until you fix this arena, okay, you will never change John's word. Just to give you an idea, and I'm just going to set this in light so you understand this. When I found the MLM company that I'm with, I actually knew this was exactly what I wanted to do, because the company that I work for, I'm very passionate about the products that they carry. So what was amazing to me is I actually sold the family house, sold one of the cars, and sold the furniture to get started in this business. Now, if John would do something like that, John would still be broke. But I did that because, number one, was it the house of my dreams? No. Was it the car of my dreams? No. Was it the furniture that I've always wanted? No. It was just stuff to get me by. So I got rid of it all. I got started in MLM marketing, which is multi-level marketing, okay? And I brought with me common sense about financial situations. And that's what we're finding today is the biggest problem. So when you hear somebody says, oh, well, I know somebody who got started in that and they lost all their money. Well, they probably had all their money lost to begin with. Trust me, I don't know anybody that got into MLM who was financially sound and lost money. I don't know anybody that has done that, ever. I just know a whole bunch of broke people that jumped on board MLM hoping that their life would change, and sadly enough, because they don't understand money, they crashed and burned just like they will at just about everything they try. Okay? So again, we brought this video to you today to help you understand that when your guy is telling you that they don't have enough money to get into this business, and they don't have enough money for this, and they don't have enough money for that, chances are they'll never have enough money for anything, because they got to take a serious look at what they're doing with their money. Most people spend almost all of the money they make. They say about 90 to 95% of the money they make on useless stuff. I mean, it's sure, we all need shelter. We all need someplace to live. We all somewhat need a car to drive. Some of us can get away with that with public transportation. But in essence, we need to take a serious look at the money we're spending and understand, do we really need to do this? What scares me the most is I got started in MLM, and I didn't go to the movies. I didn't go golfing. I didn't go bowling. I didn't go any of those places. My friends that did, they ridiculed me for that. They said, well, Mark, maybe you should take some time off and go do this and go do that. Here's what I know. Bowling didn't put money in my pocket. Going golfing didn't put money in my pocket. Going to do recreational things when my financial world was falling apart wasn't going to help me. So I got dead serious on focusing on MLM and getting good at my business and taking good care of my financial arrangements so that I could stay in business. And that's why I'm extremely well off today. Always will be. Whether I work another day in my life, ever, I will have a wonderful, large, six-figure income for the rest of my life, whether I choose to get out of bed or not. So again, take a serious look at MLM marketing, but you know, before you do that, definitely work on your finances. If you need some help with that, there'll be my email address on the bottom. Me and my wife have helped several thousands of people with their financial needs. So if we can help you understand money better, great, because until you understand money, I hate to tell you, but multi-level marketing won't work for you if you're a broke person just trying to make more money, because you don't understand how to become a wealthy person. So, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys have an absolutely super night. We'll talk to you real soon.